Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Wrestling with Books. It sounds so different to say that. I have been posting some of my book content on my first YouTube channel, Wrestling with Disney, where I talk about Disney, wrestling, and then I just kept talking more and more about books, and here we are at Wrestling with Books. The wrestling's because I'm a wrestling fan, okay? But today we're going to be doing a reading vlog where primarily I'm going to be reading Bloom by Nicola Skinner, and I had won this on Goodreads, and it is just the most beautiful looking book I've ever seen. I love a nice floral design, and this book really delivers. So it's about a girl named Sorrel who finds this packet of surprising seeds, and her life begins to change. So typically she's the really kind of like the smart girl. Look how gorgeous this all is. They say that even her teachers check in with her to remember things, and things start to change, or perhaps bloom, after these seeds come. And on the back it says, wonderful things happen when you break the rules. And even the inside is so beautiful. And also, come on. Look at this. This is a warning. Uh-oh. And you just have like little illustrations throughout. So this is middle grade, but I'm so excited to read it, and I thought it could be a nice, not too daunting beginning to a reading vlog. I'm starting to slowly bring out some Halloween decor. Let me show you. Let me show you. Not too much, really, just like the Dollar Tree special, but I really wanted to do a coffee bar, which is why I'd gotten this, but I ended up with this instead. But we'll get there one step at a time, one part of the shelf at a time. And then here's some of the bookshelf. We got wrestling, cats, Disney, everything a reader could need, right? The vlogs I had done previously on my Disney channel, I have uploaded here, just so all the book stuff will be in one place. So if you want to check back and see those, I welcome you to. I welcome you to. But no pressure. Okay, I want to show you one more thing. Maybe we'll do this after we read. I've never cross-stitched before in my life, but maybe it's time to start. For the Golden Girls, Oh, and that could look really nice somewhere around here for all seasons, because the girls are for all seasons. But let's go relax and read some Bloom. And because I have no attention span, I'm going to set a timer. And that's how long I have to wait until I can check my phone. So, I've been reading Bloom. It's the next day. Later. I'm 54 pages through, which isn't a lot, but I think, as you could see, that was a very intense reading session. And not because of the content itself, but because of my cat. When he gets very, very snuggly like that during a reading session, it's very, very intense. But this book is really adorable. It's more of, I would say, children's than middle grade is how I'm feeling. And I'm also seeing on the back the illustration is by Flavia Sorrentino, and I think that's worth mentioning because sorry honey, because I've been raving about the illustrations. But yeah, I'm sorry, it's not his fault. I don't use conventional tripods and things fall when he snuzzles up against them. That was my cat. This is really cute. Sorrel is the daughter of a single mom, and she mentions how, even though like she's happy, her house feels different. There's a sad energy to it, or things don't get fixed, things like that. And her way of coping of it is that she can control herself. and how she behaves. And that's why she strives to behave so good and be so perfect. Her school is doing a contest actually to see who can be the most perfect student. So she's like, this is great for me. And then she has this encounter outside by one of her trees when losing her letter about the contest blows away, gets caught on this tree, and then what she describes as an earthquake happens, and she just discovers this packet of seeds. And now things are starting to go a little different for Sorrel. The first is her forgetting to iron her uniform. So we'll see what happens from here. This is so cute that I even feel I could read it to my niece Madison, who was 5, and she'd love it. But you know, Madison's parents are divorced, and I think she had to move to a new house that wasn't as nice, and I feel like she would relate to this book. So I'm really excited about it. In other news, I started watching Murder, She Wrote. It's just the first episode, but this is like the point where it's either I'm just not going to go back, or it's going to become an obsession. So I'm curious to see which way this goes. I've got more laundry to do. My husband's not home till late, so it's me and Buster, and we want to do laundry. We're done with work. We're done with work, right? I know. When you work at home with no one but the cat, you become even kookier of a cat lady. It's just how it goes. And then we're gonna do laundry, cook dinner, maybe watch Murder, She Wrote, and maybe do some reading. That's what's on the agenda. Right now it's 5:30. So these are all possible things that could happen between now and 10 p.m. Spoiler alert. I mean, I know we're talking murder, but could anything be cozier than this intro? I have a feeling that by the end of binging this show, I'm gonna have a typewriter. How could you not want to be Angela Lansbury in Maine typing on a typewriter? Of course, I'm not watching this show alone. And Angela Lansbury just asked to go to Bayshore, right here on Long Island. What do you know? We could have seen a bus. We got a golden girl. Oh, come on, show him. Stan was the bus driver. There he is. Does this bus go to the same? I'd like to share this quote with you from Bloom that I really like. And it is, she's talking about this girl at school. It's kind of like the nasty girl. And she says, Chrissy was the human equivalent of a funfair mirror. I always felt shorter and chubbier when she was around. I thought that was so great, comparing someone to a funfair mirror. Hello guys, it is now Wednesday. It's Wednesday night, and Wednesdays are my busiest work day, so I like to, reading is especially important on Wednesdays to recover. And I got a new audiobook on NetGalley, so I want to tell you about it. It's called Last Seen Alone. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that.
Looks fully loaded.
Whoa, she's talking. She's talking. Oh my God. It's Last Seen Alone. I'm gonna keep trying this. I don't know. Look how bright and shiny that is. Last Seen Alone by Laura Griffin. And let's see if I can get some deets on this book for you. Go back.
Day or night.
Without it keeping playing. Oh my gosh. I'm very good at what I do. Okay. So an attorney, she, works for women or victims of sexual extortion, harassment, etc. She is, her business, I need to start over. I'm just gonna read it. I think that's better. Buster's here. So, up-and-coming attorney Lee Larson fights for victims of sexual extortion, harassment, and online abuse. She's unafraid to go after the sleaziest targets to get payback for her clients. She's laser focused on her career to the exclusion of everything else. And then a routine case and a cop turn her world upside down. Take us to Austin. Homicide detective. Oh, he is an Austin homicide detective. Homicide. His name is not Austin. His name's Brandon Reynolds. And he's no stranger to midnight call-outs. But when he gets summoned to an abandoned car on a desolate road, he quickly realizes he's dealing with an unusual crime scene. And the vehicle's registered to 26-year-old Vanessa Adams, but all he finds is a business card for Lee Larson, attorney at law. Vanessa had hired Lee just before her disappearance, but Lee has no leads on who could have wanted her dead. Faced with bewildering evidence and shocking twists, Lee and Brandon must work together. So, it sounds like it's gonna be really juicy. And I love a good thriller, especially by audiobook. Since it's Wednesday, I wanna do something relaxing and listen to it. When I wanna relax, I either do paint by numbers, or I do have this Golden Girls cross stitch that I had mentioned earlier. But the problem is, I've never cross stitched before. So I don't know if this is even gonna be like feasible for me to figure out. I mean, we got the little paquettes and the little things. And I guess this is instructions. But I don't have the little hole thing. I don't have, it doesn't seem to come with this. It seems like that should come with it, but I guess it doesn't. Inside you'll find instruction book, embroidery needles, 2 pieces of cross-stitch fabric, and 6 skeins of embroidery floss. So, how do I... Introduction. Fabric, floss, needle, hoop. So I would have to get the hoop. Well, that's a bummer. Cut the fabric to size, wash my hands. This is too much. We're gonna do paint by numbers, Buster does not like when I do paint by numbers. He bites at my legs, but I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna listen to that book, and then maybe later we'll read Bloom. But for now, this is what we're doing, and I've got to get a hoop, an embroidery hoop. Wondering, this is who makes the paint by number I'm using, and I'll show you what it's gonna look like. And this is who makes the wine I'm using. And here's one of my past creations, my paint by number creations. I love me some Anakin. First time doing one by this brand, but oh, this looks fun because I love when it's like a lot of numbers. It comes with the canvas one, and it comes with a piece of paper one. Sometimes I'll refer to this to look up close at the numbers because these can get hard to read. It comes with some brushes and a little holder to hang up the canvas, and these are the brushes I already have. And this is what our end result should look like. And look who's already here to bite me. But yeah, so I like to, yeah, I did Star Wars, I did a Disney one, so now I thought I would do something scenic. So there we are. Any other lefties here? More to come, more to come. Also, I hate to admit it, but I drugged the cat. I gave him catnip, and now he's passed out on his paper palace. I'm 23% through Last Seen Alone. I'm really liking it. It's the perfect book for just having some wine and doing some paint by numbers. So the overall premise, a little more detail than when I tried to do that atrocious reading, is you know, a woman has gone missing, or rather her car is found, she is missing, and the business card for this lawyer Lee is found in her car. Lee specializes in cases that deal with stalking and revenge porn being distributed by a bitter ex, really awful things like that. But from what everybody knows, there's no case of that in Vanessa's life. So she and the cop are trying to piece things together. Lee is meddling. She really does not have an authorized place in investigating this. But like Murder, She Wrote that I've been watching, she is meddling. So it's kind of like a theme of what I've been watching and reading and stuff. Hello friends, it is Friday and I'm gonna get ready to read some more of Bloom. I've been doing a lot more of the audiobook lately, which I'll get into in a moment, but I have some downtime. It's Friday. I think I'm gonna stop working for a bit. I achieved most of the things on my list, so it seems like a great time to sit outside and read. What do you think? I'm about a little more than 50% through than Last Seen Alone. I think definitely more than 50%. I have about 5 hours left. It is a slow read, so it's something that, and what I mean slow as the audiobook. You could listen to this on 1.5 speed and still be able to understand them, which I do like. I like to speed it up a bit. It's less of a thriller and a bit more right now in the story of perhaps developing attraction and romance between the cop and the lawyer. So the cop and the lawyer are both kind of investigating this missing girl, Vanessa. And now we're seeing that they're developing feelings for one another. More so, we're seeing that a lot on his part, a bit more than hers. So a bit more romance involved than just thriller. It depends on where you fall and where your preferences are with that. But I'm hoping to get more of the thrills coming up in the second half. And let's go read some Bloom though. I would like to finish this and the audiobook within this vlog, so let's do it. Hello, it's Saturday and I'm hoping to finish Bloom today. I have about 2 hours until I'm going out for a Met game. I have cat TV on for the cat while I can just read and have a good session and hopefully finish this. So what's happened in this book is Sorrel lives in a town that there is this, really big influential family who does concrete and construction, and slowly Mr. Gritty Snit, the principal, who believes in order and structure, and this Valenti family have pretty much taken over all the natural space in the city. And that is now tied together with Sorrel finding these seeds and how the seeds transform the town. It's really cute, so beautiful. I think kids would love this. I think it's a great book to read with your kids, so I'm enjoying it alone. So there's that. Let's get to it. Buster's on his paper palace. Mommy wants to know if comics count as reading too, and I say yes. Oh dear. This one doesn't count. This one doesn't count.
And I think it counts.
Aspect, like the plot twist that happens at the end.
Hello guys, it is Monday, and as we know, I finished, no, we don't know I finished Bloom, but we do know what I think about Bloom because I've been talking about it on this vlog. So Bloom is done, which leaves us with Last Seen Alone. So I thought this could be a good time for me to do a painting session. I have about 3 hours and 11 minutes left. I don't think I'm gonna finish it because it's 6 o'clock and Monday Night Raw starts at 8. But you never know. Sometimes if the reading's good, I don't watch Raw. This book, I'm still feeling like it's coming off more of a romance and relationship book, and there was like an unexpected, you know, smutty scene that I hate that word smut, but I don't know what else to say on YouTube. But you know, a steamy scene. Steamy. And I had like the speaker on, I was cooking dinner. I was like, is my husband gonna come in and be like, what are you listening to? But I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more of a thriller, but instead I think it is just almost like a romance between two people with thrilling jobs. But like I said, I still have 3 hours to go, so let's do this. So we're coming along with the painting, and we're coming along with Last Scene Alone. We got an hour and 41 minutes left, but I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. All right, guys, I'm heading for a walk, and I think this is gonna be it. I think I'm gonna finish Last Scene Alone. Let's see what happens. So I did it, guys. I finished Last Scene Alone, and I think, you know, I have to look back to see what the NetGalley blurb was for this, because I did not go in realizing it was a romantic suspense, so I don't feel like I should fault the book for that. But I wasn't expecting so much romance from it. So the first half of the book I felt was building up the romance. Then the second half of the book I felt I got more of the suspense. But what a fun genre for people who love both. For people who love romance novels and who love, you know, suspense stories. So what I did so I could finish this was I extended my walk and stopped at Dunkin'. So I got like the extra quarter of a mile, and I got the extra audiobook time. Guys, I don't like walking. I don't like exercising, but walking I can at least do and like play Pokemon Go and listen to audiobooks. So this is what inspires me to walk. I have to get a whole village basically to walk. I have Pokemon Go, audiobooks, and I'm participating in that Sesame Street virtual challenge. I think I mentioned it on this channel, where it's 500 miles for the entire year, and you get a different Sesame Street pin for each milestone. So that has me motivated. But yeah, it takes a village, let me tell you. So I'm excited to write up the NetGalley review for this for an audiobook. I thought it was very good. It's something you could listen to at 1.5 speed and understand it, which I love, but it's not heavy on thrills. It's more so, it does have drawn out suspense, but I think more of romance readers would like this more than people who like mysteries and thrills and whatnot. So that's my take on that. And I think with that being said, we're gonna wrap up this vlog. This is the first reading vlog I've done specifically for Wrestling with Books, so I'm pretty excited about that. We read That Beauty There Bloom and this audiobook, and maybe in the next vlog I'll finish more of that painting. I will save it for you guys so we can see how many audiobooks does it take Nina to finish a Paint by Numbers. Thank you. If you are new to this channel, you have to be, because the channel is new. So I really want to thank you for your support, and I'm looking forward to chatting books with you. Have you read Laura Griffin before? And what did you think of That Beauty Bloom? I'd love to know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.